Hi, it's Corrine. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm using Knitwit Collections to make this beautiful 5x7 card. I'm using an umbrella that comes in the Hotel de Paris collection kit, and I'm using several other papers. I will be sure to link to them down in the description box below. That is one of the many things I like about Knitwit is you can mix and match from different collections. So the first thing I like to do is print out my pattern papers. I like using, my favorite is the Epson Premium Presentation Paper Mat, but I do sometimes pull out this koala if I need a little bit of a thicker paper. The koala is 66 pound, the Epson is 48 pound, but the Epson's base color is a little bit whiter. So sometimes I just print from that and I will double up on things if I need it to be a little thicker. So there's tons to choose from Knitwit Collections. They have just every type of theme you can imagine. Here I just pulled out some colors that would coordinate with the umbrella. I had this idea in mind and I just pulled out colors. I do end up printing more than I need and cutting out more than I need, so I just save those for future projects. The greens are for leaves and the other colors are for flowers. So I printed out the same size of this umbrella. The one you see there on the darker one on the paper, I don't end up using that. I decided to do a little bit of ink blending, so I printed that very light umbrella on hammer mill cardstock, and I print and cut 3 extras. That pink color is, I use the color fill in my Silhouette Cameo to get that umbrella and offset it slightly, so you'll see a little bit of a border, and that pink comes from one of those flowers. I just did the color drop so it matched perfectly, and look how gorgeous that design is. So the reason I printed that out on hammer mill is that gave me an idea of where my umbrella would be glued down. You won't see that once it is glued down, but I wanted to do a little bit of ink blending. I pulled out a few dies. I wasn't sure what I was going to use. I ended up using this Spellbinders Be Bold Blooms, and I just used a leaf die and a small flower die. I pulled out an embossing folder. I ended up not using that. And I also pulled out a couple rectangle nesting Spellbinders dies. I cut this one out, but I end up cutting it a little bit smaller. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut my paper down, run it through my die cut machine with that Spellbinders rectangle die. And this way I can go ahead and ink blend it. I just wanted to ink blend it, again, using that light pink umbrella. That shows me exactly where I'm going to be gluing down my dimensional umbrella, so I knew where to ink blend. I pulled out a Glassboard Studios glass mat. This is a magnetic mat, and I also have the mag ink tray with some marine Simon Says stamp positively ink and a pink fresh 1-inch blending brush. And here is Tilly. Tilly is a new member to our family. She is a sweetheart and loves to be in the center of everything since she's recently learned how to jump up onto my desk. So I'm just lightly ink blending that around. It will soften and even out, and it ends up with just the most beautiful glow to it. So here is later that day, Tilly, I'm editing the video, and like I said, she just wants to be right near me. She loves my craft room, and she was just taking a little bit of a nap while we were editing. She's a great companion. She's a sweetheart, like I mentioned. So I'm gluing my 3 umbrellas together. Again, I wanted a little bit of dimension behind my focal piece, and this is just slightly offset in my Silhouette Cameo, so you're just going to see that light pink border around that design paper. Absolutely beautiful. I went ahead and glued all 3 of them down along with the floral piece and gave that a minute to dry. Here's where I'm looking at the embossing folder, trying to envision what it would look like, and I decided I didn't want to use that on today's project. I pulled out some stamp sets. I'm trying to decide what to do. I thought about doing a thank you, a happy birthday, a hello. I tried out several of them. I couldn't decide which one to use. This is an Avery L stamp set, but when I get like this and I can't decide, I just set it aside to decide later. And I ended up choosing the most beautiful sentiment for it. So again, Tilly just kind of wants to check in and see what is going on, watch the entire process. I'm setting the stamps down, trying to envision them. That's when I decided just set it aside and I'll figure it out later, which I was really happy with what I chose. So now that I'm ready to adhere this down, I have that pink, the light pink one as my guide to get it perfectly centered. I pulled out my dies and I'm just looking at the smallest. I knew I had a small flower die there. I decided to just go with one die and one leaf. I didn't want to mix it up too much. But at this point in the process, I wasn't sure. So when I'm not sure, what I like to do is take several dies, cut them out with just some scrap cardstock that I had. And then that way I could kind of look at what it's going to look like on the design. But I'm not going to be using these white ones. This is just to help me decide what to use. And I can always use these white ones to double up my pattern paper, but I don't do that today. So I laid everything out. Once I was happy with that, I'm going to set those aside. Now it's time, since I decided which dies I'm going to use, now it's time to go ahead and cut them from the pattern paper. So I'm just cutting these down a little bit to fit through my die cut machine. And I do have quite a few left over when I'm done with this project. I'll just save all of those. I keep them in one of those job ticket folders and just keep all my knitwear collections because they do coordinate so well. I can just use them for future projects. Same with the flowers and leaves that I cut out. So I did mix and match, as I mentioned. I used several different paper collections all together. I just wanted something that looked good, that coordinated well with that umbrella, since that umbrella is my focal piece today. And I love using digital collections along with my my regular dies, and that's what I'm doing here today. So I laid everything out, decided where I wanted them. I made sure to give myself an uneven amount of flowers. I just added 2 of the leaves to the side, and I was going to start gluing them down, but I didn't want to screw it up because I was happy with how it was laid out. So I just took a quick photo that I can reference to when I'm ready to glue these back down. The first thing I'm doing is doubling up on all of these. I wanted a nice dimensional thick flower, so I'm using the same die, same color pattern paper, and just gluing 2 of them together. You could always use white as well, but I didn't want to see that white from the side. So I chose to just glue 2 of them together. And with the digital collections, I just love that I can just print out as many as I need. And the ink is very cost effective. I use a Epson Eco Tank printer, and I print a ton. I do have a video that goes into more detail on my page. I'll be sure to link that down in the description box, where I explain how I do print and cuts using digital collections. Keep in mind too, with the Knitwit collections, if you get there bundled, you'll save, I believe it's 20% that you save. But it has everything in there within that collection. You get tons of papers and tons of different elements, journal cards, things like that. So here's where I decided I wanted it a little bit smaller. You could just use your paper trimmer, but I just used the next smaller rectangle die and cut that out from my die cut machine. This is when I decided on a with sympathy card. I was not making this card for anyone in particular. I just had this design in mind. And I send out a ton of cards, so I like having cards on hand. And I realized I didn't have many sympathy cards, so I went ahead and chose that. So off screen, I didn't film it. I tried a lot of different things for the center of the flowers. I tried different colored pearls and rhinestones, things like that. What I chose, or what I ended up going with, are these white enamel dots from Concord and Ninth, and they just turned out so pretty. So I'm using my Cricut spatula and just adding those to the center. I do like to add glue to the center of them as well, so I put a little dot of glue. And for above the umbrella, I use these clear dewdrops. They look so pretty because once you glue them on, they're a little bit milky, but once they dry completely clear. So that just gave them kind of the look of rain. Added a few of those to the umbrella itself and above the umbrella. I printed out another piece of paper. This is a houndstooth that matched beautifully, and I cut it out with that next size rectangle die so it fits perfectly. And I did add a white center to that to not waste ink because I knew I was going to be covering it up. I went ahead and pulled out my scoreboard and scored it, just making sure where I wanted, if I wanted it slightly smaller than a 5x7, but I ended up going with a 5x7, and I used Hammermill cardstock 100 pounds, so it had a nice weight to it. I'm also going to be adding a piece of pattern paper to the inside of my card, but before I do that, I'm going to glue down the front. So this has a few layers on it. It has a nice little bit of dimension to it. And this pattern paper that I printed out is hands down my favorite pattern paper. This is from the Hotel de Paris collection, and it coordinates beautifully. It goes with that umbrella. I could have printed a white block to the center of that to avoid wasting the ink in the middle, but at that point I wasn't sure I was going to be doing that. I thought I was just going to leave that for now on the inside. But look at how that goes with that umbrella. I love this collection. I'm adding some double-sided tape. I will adhere that down, and then I decided to go ahead and add, since I would need to add a white piece of cardstock for my sentiment, and I went ahead and stamped a Gina K Designs Have Faith, Praying for You stamp using that same VersaFine Nocturne Clair ink. So here's a close-up look. I love the dimension that some of the flowers have and how thick they look. I love this pattern paper from Knitwick Collections, and that you can coordinate different collections together. I hope you've enjoyed the process today. Be sure to check out the description box for a link to Knitwick, their website. There's tons to choose from. I hope you'll consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.